Hello. Coming up today is like news on stuff and stuff on news, and Hideo Kojima's been fingering dogs again, but apparently that's perfectly fine. Ooh. Today's episode is named Theresa May's Damp Strap-On, for reasons that I just thought that it'd be quite grim. So, without further ado, let's get on to abusing the newsing. Right, my name's Erin Shoes.
And I'm Paul Ashton.
Ashton. Right. So, yeah, I've not got any music queued up because I think it'd start screwing everything up. So, I can close YouTube down. I can go on to here. I've got a couple of things written down, so we can have a conflab about, and if anything else pops into your head while we're looking at everything else, just chirp in, like, chirp. Chirpy.
Or a peacock, like an Neil Randall.
You nearly ran over a peacock.
Yeah.
That was a very fucking weird. Share that story because that is fucking crazy.
Just on my way over here, emergency substitute. As you can tell, I am not Adam guys now. On way here, driving over, going over tops. It's a bit dark. Well, this looks like something wrong. Is it a carry bag or something? No, it's fucking peacock.
Peacock in Blackburn. Peacock.
Yeah.
Wild peacock.
Yes, just in the road, pecking away. So another car's coming from the opposite way, so I don't want to beep in case it ran out in front of the other car and it swerved and it me. So I just slowed right down. Thankfully, managed to get slow enough that it noticed I was there and buggered off. But it weren't what I were expecting when I set off this evening.
Where do peacocks like live normally? Don't say council houses. It's weird.
Steedley Holmes.
Stately Homes. Yeah, but like, what's the country of origin?
I haven't got a clue. My wife would be the best person to answer that. Sue, if you're watching, I'll let you speak for that one.
Yeah,
if you know.
Yeah, where are they from? I'm baffled. Is it because like a Brexit they're coming over here before like, Article 50 starts like getting put in? I don't know. Anyway, right. So apparently, ID and Bethesda haven't decided yet as to whether the new Quake Champions game is going to be free or not. Now, for me, India, thank you very much. But Paul, you're here.
It's the missus.
See,
And her ever-seeing eyes.
Ooh. India, thank you very much.
Cheers, love.
Thank you very much. Well, see, there you go. British Empire. Coming over here. They would come over here taking our jobs. Our normal pigeons' jobs. I don't know. Somehow made peacocks rated. But I think that should have really been something they already had in their head, really.
What peacock?
No, everybody should have peacocks in their head. Whether they're going to have it free online or not.
See, the problem is if it's free, it's never free. It's always free, but to get anything else, you have to pay for this.
Well,
this.
yeah, it's going to be a full price game. It's just what they were talking about is whether you need PSN or Xbox Live and stuff like that, which I think you shouldn't have to, really.
Yeah.
Unless you play all your games online, like paying for gold or something like that, it isn't really massively.
I think it should be. If it's a single player game with an online multiplayer optional extra, then fair enough.
Yes,
it's on PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live. If it is solely an online multiplayer game, then you shouldn't have to pay for Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus because you're paying for the game because you have to pay for the game.
Yeah.
If you have to then pay for a subscription to whatever service, then...
So I am quite surprised that Bethesda haven't made Elder Scrolls Online free to play.
Mm.
So you download that. I mean, there is in-game transactions in that.
Yeah.
So you can just download it, like you can do with Neverwinter Nights on the Xbox, and I think DC Universe Online is on the Xbox now. It's also on PlayStation 4, isn't it? And that's free to play, but there is microtransactions in that. I've no problem with that because it's up to you how much you want to pay and play it. But Quake Champions is an online only game. It's going down the route to Quake 4, Quake 3, sorry. Yeah, Quake 3, because that was online only. That was on the Dreamcast originally. Quake Arena, it's called Quake 3
Oh,
Arena.
yeah.
because they never actually did a story mode for it. And way back then, you're paying for your bandwidth anyway, and it costs you next to nothing for a long time. But yeah, so I find that a bit weird. Watched Jimquisition earlier on, and it was talking about Overwatch. Now, do you know much about Overwatch?
Yeah, I mean the kids have it. I've played it a bit. It's all right.
Well, there's apparently loot crates in it or something.
Yeah. Which you get shit in.
Well, apparently you get shit in, but you can pay for these loot crates, can't you?
Yeah.
And they're random. Now, what Overwatch have done for the Olympics? Cheers, lad. Cheers for the noise and stuff. You've been quiet, and then Paul turns up, and then you're but what they've done for the Olympics is they've given extra special Olympic skins and stuff, and they're only available for a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
They're only available during August. They have the same drop percentage as anything else in the game,
which is fuck all. Very rare do you get skins in your loot crates. It's usually just stupid spray things and all the other random crap that no one actually wants. I mean, I think I've only ever got. I mean, back up to rank 27, 28, something like that. So that's a fair few loot crates. I think I've got about 3, maybe 4 skins.
Right. See, that's pathetic.
Because that's all you want, isn't it? It's just you want your characters to look a little bit different than everyone else's.
Well, yeah. So with these being limited,
you think they'd make it a bit easier to
a
get.
little bit easier, but they've got the same percentage drop rate as any other skin in the game, but they're limited, and you can still buy your loot crates. So it'd be. I'm not completely against the in-game purchases. I think some things, if it's done right, it's done right. If it's forced, which a lot of them are, they just seem to be shoehorned in, especially fucking basically buying random loot crates. Like, you don't know what you're getting.
Yeah, if you can actually see that and go, oh, I want that, and then buy it, or there's a random chance of getting a loot crate, fair enough. But when it's...
it's a bit dodgy. So
paying for random
So it seems to be a way of trying to milk people for a lot more money, when the game sold really fucking well. I think better than... is it Blizzard that made that game? Yeah. Better than Blizzard expected. Hello there, you're guaranteed 1 Olympic item per box. Really? Right, okay. Right, see, because all I know is what Jim Sterling told me, and he was making out that it's exactly the same drop percentage, so you don't actually have... you're not guaranteed.
Well, it might be the skins. The skins might be the same drop rate, but it might be guaranteed that you could get a spray or some other piece of crap.
What is the spray anyway? Is it something that just goes on your weapons, or
no? You can spray it on walls and stuff as you run around. It's fun.
Is it? How do you like one-time use?
No, you can spray.
Right. Once you've done,
you just set which one you want at the beginning of the match, and then in the 40 seconds or so that you've got to wait before you actually fight, where everyone's just running around, you spray it. It just does nothing.
I'd rather scratch my nuts for those 40 seconds.
Yeah.
It takes me that long to find them, so I'll get one good scratching, and then So so I've been told that it's still a shit chance, and it's not always going to be a skin. So it's basically what you're saying. It's that delay in the comments, isn't it? That happens. Some good news for me anyway, as a non-online game player. For Donner, it says here, a developer confirms that all PvP modes can be played offline with bots. So I'm fine with that. That's cool. That's good for me, because I do want to play that game. I don't think it's going to blow my mind, but I might even attempt to play it online.
There's a chance that could be an amazing game. There's also, we've had this discussion before, there's also a chance that it will get very, very boring very, very quickly. But you don't want to be paying people that are going to be playing it constantly, because if I'm just going to dip in and out, then I don't want to go and just get my arse handed to me for 40 minutes and then rage quit.
Well, that's it. I found like, using the Gamer Eye, as you do, I was looking at it and I'm like, yes, online, I think I could get into that. Then it showed the story mode, still thought it looked really, really pretty. But the fact that the guy couldn't really parry or suss out how to parry during the E3 gameplay, I thought, well, you made the fucking game, man.
Yeah.
And I'm not expecting to be a ninja, because then it'd just look like, oh well, that looks like the combat's going to be really easy.
Yeah.
But I mean, it still looks good. I think I am going to pick that up, and it's nice that you don't have all modes are going to be accessible offline, which is great. Which I think should be how it is. Another little thing here. You're a Tekken fan.
Oh yeah.
I'm a Tekken fan. And it's just a little thing that I've spotted. Namco Bandai says it's up to Sony if Tekken 7 has PS4, Xbox One crossplay. Now, Sony needs to pull the finger out there. Should do. I know that the console's selling better than the Xbox One at the moment, but I think if the more cross-play games like that happen, the more likelihood you're going to get better communication between Microsoft and Sony.
Yeah.
To the point that they may at some point do a collaboration game or something like that.
The reason I think Sony are dragging their feet on this one is just because of the way the sales have worked out. PlayStation 4 is massively outsold to Xbox.
Yeah.
Right? So when you look at it, there's more people winning on PlayStation 4 than there are on Xbox. So the Xbox people are going to feel more in the minority. So there's more chance of them purchasing a PlayStation 4 to be with their friend.
Yeah.
Or buy if they have both consoles to buy it on the PlayStation 4 to be good. Whereas then if it's only an Xbox, then if it's crossover, then they can just keep the Xbox.
Yeah.
So I just get the worrying feeling that Sony are of that mindset and thinking, screw you, if you want to play it, you'll buy a PlayStation, which is not a nice thing to do, but it wouldn't surprise me from Sony.
It wouldn't surprise me from Sony, and it does sort of make business sense. But I think looking to the future of console, we spoke a little bit about this on Saturdays. With how swift this console generation has sort of ended, because we've got the end in sight with the Neo and the Scorpio, even though they're essentially the same fucking consoles. It's kind of annoying, and it would make more financial sense in my mind anyway. Obviously, not knowing how the banks work and how their money works, it made more financial sense, as we've said many times before on Ramble On, to possibly collaborate, or the next step for consoles would be, in my head, modular consoles.
Yeah.
Where you can pay for whatever you want. There's a base model, for instance, like the Xbox One S, something, but if it has expansion slots in, just like a lot of the Nintendo consoles had a lot of slots which didn't really get used so much, or later on they did, but it was there kind of semi-future-proofing itself on the off chance that they wanted to add something to it.
Yeah.
I think modular is the way forward, and if that's the way they're going to do it, I think Sony and Microsoft could come together and make an Uber console.
Yeah.
And having Uncharted and Last of Us and Halo all on one platform would be ace. Really. It would be really, really good, because it's just because you're competing with PC gamers now.
Yeah.
And that's what they try and do. And it's just, I don't know, it's just a bit weird. Right, let's have a look at, shout out if you see anything that catches your eye. Scroll down. I'll have a quick read of them and then. Playbox.
Yeah, I mean, there's The Last Guardian there. I just think it's been too long.
Yeah, the fact that it looks dated already.
It does. It looks like you're playing Ico or Shadow of the Colossus.
It looks like a shit hot PS3 game.
Yes, it does. It is a PS3 game in essence. They might have upped the texture slightly, but it still looks very, very PS3. It will probably come out at full price, but I think with the way it is and the way it looks, it should be getting released for more than like 20-25 quid.
Imagine if it did sell like that, because there'll be a lot of people out there who, because there is a lot of passive gamers out there who don't bother looking at E3 and don't see many of these trailers. They just buy whatever's out in the shops. Now, if you see that in a shop for 25 quid, now it's a game I wouldn't mind playing, but I wouldn't pay 50 quid for it.
Exactly.
I can imagine getting a little bit bored of it. I got bored of Ico.
Yeah. For those though, that you don't mind going back after 6 months or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like when I buy a game at full price.
Hey, we're dancing now. Clap a clipo one. Easy now, clap a clipo one. Easy now. That's just what the kids say nowadays, isn't it? But yeah, it does look pretty, but it does feel like PS3 game.
Yeah.
Because essentially it was, weren't it? It was end of days PS3.
As I was saying, if I buy a game for 50 quid, if I'm bored of it halfway through, I'll just get rid. And then, because I know I'll be able to buy it again in 6 months for a half or a quarter of the price.
Yeah.
Whereas if I buy a game for 20, 25 quid, if I get bored of it halfway through, sod it, it can sit in my drawer.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not as bothered because I'm not losing as much money on it, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah, well, if you get it brand new for 25 quid, the trading value of it's going to be tenner, if that, because a lot of trading plays. Mind you, I don't trade in much anymore, so I'm not really on the point with. But I can imagine you're getting about 16 quid or something like that, brand new the first week.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's going to have a severe drop off. But yeah, 25 quid for that. I think it'll sell like hotcakes. It'll get a lot of people playing a game that they wouldn't normally play, or playing a type of game they wouldn't normally play, which I'm all for. I'm all for people just giving a different genre of game a go. And there's fortunately there's not a lot that catches my eye out of different genres anymore.
It's few and far between.
Everything's FPS or JRPGs now. If you're in the true JRPGs, I'm sure you get a bit of JRPG fatigue, right?
Yeah.
That looks like that was like you know, I've played these before. I know where the story's going now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ico and Shadow of the Colossus were alright games, lovely conceptual games.
Yeah.
Apparently, I never finished Shadow of the Colossus. Played very, I think I played about an hour of it. The controls were horrible. Apparently, when they re-released it, they didn't even retune the controls. It was just the same game that you got.
Yeah.
But there's lots of scenes I've seen in that, watching people play it, which are absolutely gorgeous and lovely concepts, and I get the same feeling from that, but still dated.
You think God of War seems to have got a lot of its big fights out of that as well, not so much the in-game battles, but the massive
the big boss battle
and stuff.
Yeah, brilliant, really good. You see anything?
Well, it depends when you want to start the No Man's Sky.
Well, what we'll do is we'll just have a look at this next one here. Right, I just want to have a quick look at this. We'll get on to No Man's Sky. Apparently Hitman will have at least 2 more seasons of DLC. Now, I'm a little bit... Shut up! I'm a little bit confused by this, because the full fucking game isn't out yet, and they're calling them seasons. And I'm not happy about this.
Yeah.
Because I've been buying them as individual episodes, $7.99 back, and just because I wanted to try the first one, see if I get into it, tried the second level, thought it was fucking brilliant, and I'm like, right, I've got a feeling this is only going to be 7 levels. So do I buy it full price now or not? But thus far, episodes in season 1 of Hitman have been taking place in Paris, Sapienza, Marrakesh. Episode 4 launches on 16th of August. It's been a month since we've had an episode, and they released some fucked up DLC for those people who own the full game. They got this kind of like alien invasion thing. Now, I don't play Hitman for that. I play Hitman to be a murderous bastard and walk away all smug. But apparently that takes us to Bangkok, Thailand. Okay. With episode 4, we're extremely pleased. Blah 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 blah. Added the bonus summer content. Bollocks. But hang on a minute. I've just read it. Episode 4 will be a return to Tamer Hitman experience. After giving players the opportunity to assassinate Gary Busey. Now, I do want to buy the full game so I can assassinate Gary Busey. Who wouldn't? The guy's fucking crazy. But yeah, so season, I'm not a big fan. I'm a bit annoyed with it. It's a good game. I want to review it, but I don't feel right reviewing each individual level.
No. It gets too tedious, doesn't it?
Well, it's like
a game's got to be. You've got to review a game as a whole. That's the point. You're reviewing it, not just a level. You don't play one level of a game.
Well, I really enjoyed the first level, and then not blowing on trumpet, but I'm very, very good at Hitman games. I'm really good at taking my time, and because I know there's a goal, and that goal is murderising some fucker, and I'll do everything for that. I'll do anything for that. So the first level, I completed every normal challenge, and then there's these extreme challenges. I didn't bother with that. I unlocked everything on each level, and then I'm sat there waiting, and I'm thinking, it's actually bugging me, because Hitman Blood Money is in my opinion, the best Hitman game. It's absolutely fucking fantastic. And the great thing about it is, it's one of those few games where playing on the lowest difficulty setting, clock it, then go up a level and clock it, and it becomes gradually slightly different game. It comes to the point where you're watching everybody and you need to make sure what you're doing because everybody's going to spot you. There's guys with cameras taking photos. Don't be in front of them because then you'd have to kill them, get rid of the tape, otherwise it makes the next level harder and stuff like that. Whereas with these being released as individual levels, you get level fatigue. And then next level comes out and I'm like, yeah, I've got a multi-battery, and it's like, oh, yeah, I am finishing this level, but I want to, like, the Marrakesh level, the third episode, I did on my first playthrough, didn't get spotted, and just fucking, I were just an absolute pimp. You have to kill a general in an old primary school, which is being used as a base, and you have to assassinate a guy a bit like Andrew Snowden. Is it Andrew Snowden?
Yeah.
In the Swedish embassy. So I snuck into the Swedish embassy, dressed up as a masseuse, give him a massage, and while God fucked off, I just broke his neck and just walked off. And I'm like, yeah, pimp, first playthrough, 20 minutes done. And I'm like, right, okay. Now normally on a Hitman game, I'd go, right, let's on to the next level. I'll come back to that one.
Yeah.
But you're stuck. You sort of
no further to go.
Yeah, it's frustrating. So, and I don't like the term of seasons.
Yeah, I think
DLC.
I think it's they're basically making it, and as long as it's still making money, they'll carry on making it. And then as soon as people stop buying it, then they'll be like, oh, that'll do.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Because then they don't have to put all that initial investment of developing the full game and having to bankroll that. And then if it comes out and flops, it's a massive loss. It's a battle born.
Battleborn. You know, Gearbox in it. What do you expect? Big people growing wise with them. But so everything what you just said then now makes me really paranoid because I wouldn't be surprised if they'll get to say 7 levels, maybe have more if they're talking about more DLC. I'm going, oh, it's not selling too well now. Sales are fading off. Right, that's this game. We'll give it a year and we'll do another Hitman game because we've got all these other fucking levels. We've got the mechanics down. Here's another one. It's like, well, I could have. Tell me it's 60 quid and I get 25 fucking Hitman levels because they're big. Those levels are really, really big. I'll be happy. Oh, I'd pay 60 quid because I'm a big Hitman fan anyway. So it's you know I'm a bit biased towards it. But yeah, so it's a bit strange. So yeah, shall we move on to No Man's Flibbly Flabbly? I don't know what this is, but No Man's Sky, Dave explains what you do. Expect the game to be super divisive. Right. Tell me your gamer eye.
My gamer eye tells me it's going to be very dull, very repetitive, like the cutting room floor bits of Minecraft and Elite, scooped up, mashed together and thrown out and gone here. Here's 50 quid for that, right?
Yeah.
What I want it to be is an amazing space game where I fly about and I do my trading and shit and I discover planets and there's a little bit of an underlying story in the lore which is just enough to pique my interest and keep me going. And then as you get further into it, you get bigger and stronger. You come across space battles and stuff. You get into them, you blow them up, but I just think that's not going to happen. I just think it's going to be shit.
I think I could probably sink 10 hours into it, and then go, I don't have enough time to play this game. I have a life. I have a fucking life. Whereas with Elites, if they released a flight stick for the Xbox One, I'd play Elite a fucking lot, a real lot. I mean, you've been playing it on the Xbox with shit controller. I liked flying into space stations, docking up and lining myself up to fly places. It feels good. But I was into it, and as the more they show me, the less I'm into it. And I think Adam's had the same opinion from the beginning of it. His opinion of it hasn't changed. It's just like, nah.
Oh, well, I was initially a no, but as it got closer to release, as
the hype train goes.
Yeah.
I've been thinking, should I give it a go? Should I? It could be the next amazing thing.
See,
but that's the thing. It's all the hype train, and that.
Well,
and the thing is, it's an indie game.
Well, when does it stop being an indie game? I have this problem with Rocket League.
Mm.
When does it stop being an indie game? When Sony comes along and throws them £3 million or £4 million plus pays for all the promotion. It's like, are you an indie game now?
Yeah.
You might be an independent developer, but if you're being funded by the big boys, are you really an indie game? Rocket League, when it first came out, indie game, yeah, granted. This year, it is not an indie game. It has so much backing from Microsoft and PlayStation that it's not an indie game anymore. And I have this on the Game Awards, which I think we should start pushing a little bit more on the group to get people in and start voting for the new games. Yeah. Because somebody nominated it in the indie game because it got released on the Xbox One this year, so technically allowed. But my personal opinion of it is it's no longer an indie game. And that's my thing with this. Yes, it is a small development group, but because of all the buzz that's gone around it, it's become Sony's little darling. Xbox dropped the ball on it because Xbox were the first people to announce it, and then just thought, well, leave them to it then. Yeah. And it got such a big buzz that Sony walked in and went, alright, let's go over here, alright. So they're paying for all their advertising. And like I said, Hype Train. I watched Suicide Squad Sunday. Hype Train. It's a distinctly average movie. Yeah. Distinctly average. And I think that's going to be a distinctly average game. Zelda is an indie game. Yeah, if we're using that as an indie game analogy, then Zelda would be an indie game. That's correct. But yeah, it says here, well, according to him, apparently him is the name of one of the developers. This is what you do in No Man's Sky. He then goes on, alright, to wander around the alien planet and you feel like you've discovered it. It then goes on to highlight what the game definitely is with the following bullet point list. Exploring a universe of pretty procedurally generated worlds with beautiful creatures.
Sounds shit.
Well, you see, beautiful creatures, beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Exploring in a game is boring.
I don't mind. You have to make sure that your environments are interesting. I don't mind exploring a desert.
Yeah. Providing
I know that if I go to a different planet, it might not be a fucking desert.
Yeah, but
if that's all
you're doing, it's just going to get bloody repetitive.
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And this is where, like, you know, flying around and stuff. Like on Elite Dangerous, the download, the added stuff where you can land on planets and stuff, which is already out now. If you've got a PC, you can get that, which basically means you can play a much better looking No Man's Sky. Most of the planets don't have animal. Well, in fact, all the planets don't have life forms on it yet. But you have crashed. You scan the planet beforehand. You can fly over it. You can orbit it and scan it, and you'll go, like, this is points of interest out here. Okay, and then you fly in, as opposed to getting right into it and flying around, going, oh, this is cool. I'd always feel this is another problem. When did you get into Mass Effect 1? Mass Effect 1 had, you played it all? Did you finish it? No, fucking, it's really fucking good. Really good. But, you could land on planets. I think you had your little Mako, which is like a little car type thing. Then you drive around. Now, it'll show you if you've driven everywhere on the map. Now, that's hard for somebody like me to just leave the fuck alone. Yeah. So I have to drive everywhere. Yeah. So that's what'll happen on there. I'll land on a planet, and I'd have to go everywhere on the planet.
Just to make sure you're not missing out.
Yeah, because I can imagine, like, flying 15 fucking billion miles away from this one planet that I discovered, and it becomes known that that planet that I discovered, somebody else has been on it, and it's such and such a fucking thing on it. I'm like, what? Fuck off. I'll be livid. So apparently there's trading with NPCs. I'd like trading with actual PCs, if you don't mind. Combat against robots, mechs.
And this next bit of the sentence.
Oh god, yeah. And cool space battles.
Cool space battles.
What's going on here? Hi, by the way. No Man's Sky needs some level design on and story on main planets. then I'm in. Well, yeah, it's basically what you're after. You're after a narrative, aren't you? Really, to keep you going forward.
It doesn't have to all be just something to keep me interested rather than just, I need to man some more this so I can get this.
This has suddenly hurt things for me. This next line, this next bullet point you give us: survival and crafting in a universe-size sandbox. I don't want to be crafting. I'm sorry, I don't want. I've got a spaceship. This crafting has better be the most fucking bare bones crafting. This better not be any kind of super fucking Minecraft level of crafting where it's like, right, I want to make steel, go and get some iron ore, go and get some this.
It needs to be like Mr. Fusion in Back to the Future 2 where he's just chucking in like beer and
it should be like that.
There you go, fucking jet
I need
fuel.
that. What I need, any kind of wood and any kind of this. But I mean, what are you going to be crafting? Really? If you're travelling through space? I'm not too sure. Yeah, because you haven't gone into any of this. What if you're crafting guns for your spaceship? Out of wood!
And various plant life.
See, if you're crafting stuff like I'd rather it be like an Elite where you go to a space station and then it makes sense for me to go, can you put that on here, like, because I've got all this shit, I'll trade you all this shit and you put this in Uber me ship up.
Yeah.
But crafting, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. An awesome procedural, oh my god, an awesome procedural soundtrack from my genuine favourite band. Who is that?
Procedural soundtrack.
Yeah, they use them in a few. Halo sort of has procedural. Brilliant, fucking awesome. Thank you very much for that. Page not found. Yeah. For one small moment, you might feel like you've stepped into a science fiction book cover.
Yeah, not the book.
Not the book.
Just the cover.
Not the story.
You've looked at the pretty pictures. You've gone in and found the first 2 empty pages.
You're like, oh, right. Yeah.
Well,
Dedicated to.
Yeah.
Oh, that was entertaining.
To my darling Candy.
Yeah.
Any of the characters portrayed in this book are purely fictitious. People living in it is purely coincidental.
Don't sue me, please. The embargo coverage of the game lifts tonight at 9 PM. So, right, okay, so reviews are going to be dropping. No Man's Sky arrives August 9th in North America, August 10th in Europe. Right, okay, so that's Wednesday, Europe, Pauper, isn't it?
Yeah, tomorrow in Yankee Town and Wednesday for us peasants.
Brexit land.
Yeah.
Followed by PC release on August the 12th. See, that's see. So yeah, that's No Man's Sky. Let's have a look. Is there anything else that quickly catches our eyes? No. Right. Well, on that bombshell, shall we move on to new releases?
Yeah.
I'll just pull up the page. You make some nice faces at the good people at home. Nice faces. Faces that say, if everyone else wasn't around, I could overpower and love you.
That's as good as it gets. That's what we're missing after the week.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so, right. New releases. 8th of August. That's today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. 88 Heroes, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC, Mac and Linux. It's going to be turd.
Because I've never heard of it.
Because it's on everything.
Yeah.
It's going to be turd.
It's not a Vita though.
Oh, it might be alright then. It might be alright then. It's definitely not a JRPG then. Jokes. It probably is. Okay, also today is Bear With Me for the PC.
Harry and Edison? No? He wasn't a bear, he was a big
Bigfoot, yeah.
Yeah, close enough.
The same guy who played Predator, wasn't it?
Really?
Yeah. I can't remember his name now. Yeah. Okay, and then tomorrow we have Blade Ballet for the PlayStation 4, Brutal for the PlayStation 4, Kingdom, New Lands, Xbox One, PC, No Man's Sky, PS4, Ollie Extra Epic Combo Edition. Have you played Ollie?
No, because I just see the picture and it's just like, no, you look shit.
I think I've got a free version of the PlayStation Plus.
Yeah,
and I've never bothered.
Go watch Adam's Friday Feeling, and yeah, he's right. I think it's his shortest Friday. No, his second shortest Friday Feeling, because it didn't have an intro on it or something like that. But yeah, it's turd. And Uno, for the Xbox One, PS4, and PC. It's coming out tomorrow. Uno. Can we get in that?
No.
Probably going to be 40 quid.
Yeah, and I never knew how to play with the cards. Weird colours.
Yeah, I never played it really. Though I think I played it a little bit. I've played it a bit. I must have done.
I remember being pissed playing the one on the Xbox Arcade when I had an Xbox 360.
Right. I bet that was cheap though.
It was free, right? You know, the Xbox Arcade disc.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was on that. I think it was one of the few games on that. And I was pissed, and I managed to win somehow. No idea.
Right.
No idea what.
Everybody else probably thought, I can't be arsed. At least they don't put Monopoly on there. I used to play Monopoly on the PlayStation with Mick and his missus, and I'm all for Monopoly for the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it's like, no matter what I do, I can't lose. I'm trying to lose just so I can be out of this game, but I can't lose. I keep missing everything. And why does it keep giving me money? Oh, this doesn't fucking end. That should be called Game of Life Monopoly, because it just goes on and on and on. And on Wednesday we have Kill Zombies, Xbox One. Xbox, yeah, I tell you how it is, Kill Zombies, isn't it? Ray Gigant. Ray Gigant. Rickardon. PC. Reigns, PC, ISO, and Android, bound to be correct.
If it's out on the phone, it's shit.
Yeah. Absolute Drift Zen Edition. Is that Zen Pinball? Is that a pinball table game or not? I don't know. That's 10. So Friday, which will be the 12th, No Man's Sky, PC. Well, that's it for this week. It's a bit.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to release anything around No Man's Sky, do they?
I don't think
apart from
anybody
shit.
to release No Man's Sky. Let's go to groups and we can get this over here and struggle with my eyesight.
You know what?
We're ready for this. Doink! Woo! Yeah! How's it going? So we'll move. I was going to say something. You're a fucking game. Oh! Yeah, there's a bit of thing that should be in the news. The other week, there was a Ghostbusters game that came out.
Oh yeah.
4-player co-op Ghostbusters game.
Yeah. Bankrupt.
Bankrupt! That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, the bankrupt. That's fucked up. That game, do you see how much it were? $39.99!
Yep.
No promotion to it. Here, buy this fucking Ghostbusters game. Oh, horrible. Racists. Right, so we'll move on to... Yes, isn't it? Oh, Squirtle's still there. Classic. Well, what I'll do is I'll bring up that and we'll struggle with the eyesight. So this voice of people, just going to scroll down. We've got Melody Fitzjohn saying, in Manchester now, the history of video games 1977 to 1994, told via retro pop-up arcade for the ultimate hands-on video game lesson with over 50 vintage and classic arcade games. What? Vintage and classic? Vintage just means they're old, they're probably shit.
Yeah.
And classics, probably stuff that you've heard of. Classic arcade, player one, are you ready? Yeah. Video games should be an Olympic event. Hell yes. I don't know which game though.
Yeah. Mario and Sonic in the Olympics.
Yes! Played with a dance mat. Played with a fucking dance mat. Craziness. I shared this earlier on. I've now added to the website the ability to put your own rating on. So if you read a review and you like the game, you can rate it out of 5, and you can also click to say how long the game took you to finish. So anybody scrolling down who's read the reviews and stuff can see what the reviewer said. So in this case, the Uncharted review by Mr. Ashton. And then you can say, well, I really liked it, or I fucking hated it, or whatever. But you can also say how long it took you to complete the game. So anybody, I really would like people to go and vote on that, because then it gives other people coming along, it gives them a bit more of an averaging score. I do want to work on making a meta for it eventually and calling it Gamer Eye, but I'm not that smart yet. Never going to be. Johnny Floyd again. When your morning run didn't end up very well because of wild Nicki Minaj throwing a surprise concert.
That did actually make me laugh.
It did make me chuckle. Yeah, it did make me chuckle this morning. So and Johnny Floyd again. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Face John, makes sense to take advantage of this. I've not actually watched or read or watched that YouTube video, so I'll have to get on to that in a minute. These shoes look wicked. Well, I say they look wicked. I like that concept.
Yeah, you like that bit of it, but the actual shoes themselves look like biff shoes.
Yeah. Like you've broken your foot.
Yeah, they're like prescription shoes.
yeah.
I've got to wear these because I've got one leg that's a bit short.
Very good. Why did the console pass across the road to render the buildings on the other side? Quite find that funny. That was really, really good.
Yeah. I like the Yahtzee, because you use Yahtzee models there, haven't they?
Yahtzee, the Yahtzee-esque. It's thingy, isn't it?
Zero punctuation.
Yeah, zero punctuation, but these images themselves are the version of the PC Super Race from Flash Kits.
Ah, right.
Yeah, on YouTube, Flash Kits are really funny. They do a lot of cartoon. They do Racist Mario.
Yeah.
I'll put that up before we go.
No one wants me box.
Nobody wants your box. Nobody wants your delicious Overwatch box.
Yeah, it's alright, it's recycling on Wednesday.
Alright, fair enough.
So it's going
put my cat in it. Send it to recycle.
Yeah, if anyone wants an Overwatch box, make an ideal gift for putting a brick in, give it someone for Christmas, or watch them cry.
Oh, just a game. I didn't really want it, but if I'm getting it, never mind. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I pissed myself at that. It's
I do think it happens in this universe.
Yeah, I always roll the fucking one.
Especially in my recent experience. Yeah, I always, I think I somehow rolled a D20 and got a -1. What the fuck? How's this?
Roll a D20 -19.
Yeah, shite. Adam heard that. That was an interesting bollocks. Did you read this?
What, 130 quid for a special edition we don't get?
Yeah.
Statue.
Okay. Oh no. That's mental.
It's almost as crazy as that one that I found for Dark Souls, if you remember.
Oh yeah, that was fucking retarded.
It was like a guide and a little Estus flask and shit, and it was like 70 quid, and it was like, it was no fucking game.
That Estus flask is meant to be shite as well.
It will with everything. Anything you get, these are always tart. I mean, sometimes you'll get a decent feel. That Overwatch Special Edition, the figure, beautiful, the art book, really nice.
Was it Tracer you get as a figure?
No, it was Soldier 76, but it was done.
Right.
It was done really nicely. It's like not metal, but almost bronzy. It was really nice,
cool.
really nice. Whereas the ones like the Doom one and the Uncharted one to a degree, they're okay, but they're just not quite as.
They're all right to look at a distance of 2 meters.
Yeah.
But once you get under closer examination, they sort of sit down a bit. I did like the Revenant that you could get with Doom, but like I say, I'd have to sit over out of way, not standing pride of praise.
Yeah.
But yeah, did you ever see the Sam Fisher Splinter Cell one?
No.
That looked really cool from the distance.
Yeah.
It really, because I like Splinter Cell and stealth in it, stabbing people. Fucking love stealth and stabs. Should make a game stealth and stabbing, and we all over that shit. It looked great. So we're in game. I'm like, fucking hell, that's really, really smart. And I was like, can I just have a look at it? Brought it over and put it down on the wall. The paint job's fucking awful. You can see the flashing at the seams, and it was just light, really light. And it's like, just put a bit of fucking pewter or some shit inside it to make it feel heavy.
Yeah.
Because that.
I mean, the Witcher one looked really nice as well. Because that was like.
Is that where we sat in the front?
No. Oh, because it was like a big rock and stuff, and it was like it was massive.
Was that? Oh, is he fighting a griffin or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Yes, that looks fucking sweet, but I've not seen it in the flesh.
Me either. I was tempted because the price went down on it, but it was still like 110 quid. It went down from 150 to like 110. It was like you're gonna have to about 80, 90 quid. And
I might keep an eye on that one actually, because I do like my Witcher stuff. When you get GTA, start driving normally. Yeah, I did that. I mean, did anybody plays GTA? Do you ever do that? I played GTA 5 that much, so it became more of a game for me to just actually stop at red lights and stuff. And you find that every fucker's driving like an arsehole. They'll still ram you up. Yeah, it's like beeping at you, trying to push you over. It's fucking red light. You've got some cunt just going indicating and driving. Fuck off. Just like in real life. It's really good. Really funny.
No peacocks though.
No peacocks, no.
Next one, Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah, peacocks everywhere. Everywhere.
Shitting on your windscreen and everything.
So,
It'll be like the squid in, not the squid, the thing in Mario Kart. Makes it go like, is it a squid? Yeah, it's a squid, yeah.
It's a squid now, it's a kid now. Mr. Paul Ashton has done a review for Odin Sphere. Leafthriser.
Yeah, I've no idea how you're supposed to pronounce that.
Yeah, Leafthriser, we'll say
We'll just
that.
call it Odin Sphere.
Yeah, so that looks really good. So you should go, I'll tell you about the Tintins. I'll show you what the Tintins look like.
Tintins. They're not
So
a
you
bit
can-
of a crap man.
Score all the way down, and there you go. You can vote for how long it took you to complete the game, and what you would give the game in a rating. How long did it take to complete that game?
It was 36 hours, so it was just
Boink.
in.
Just there. There we go. We got a couple of votes there, so that's all right, isn't it? So somebody's completed it a little bit quicker than you.
Yeah, I platinumed it though, so it's going to take me that a little bit longer than most.
Platinum, so it's PS4.
Yeah. Well, Vita actually.
Oh, dirty Vita. Oh, dirty Vita. Yeah, so that go and give that a read. Yep. If anybody, have you seen the new Lone Ranger movie?
No, because it's looks shit, and from all accounts,
It's
it is.
better than what it has any right to be.
Right.
It has got some really funny moments, but one moment in particular is the Lone Ranger's like looking for Silver, and he turns around, Silver's on a fucking roof. At another point, he's just stood on a branch on a tree. It's just like, the fuck are you doing there? It's brilliant. It's really good. So that just reminded me of that. It's quite cool. Hello, Mr. Chris, orthopedic.
That's been there a while. I wasn't sure what it was.
Referring to.
Yeah.
Prey 2 trailer and bit of gameplay footage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait.
Definitely. I mean, my comment on that was that the character animation looks like from PS3. Do you know what it reminded me of? Dead Space. The way the characters moved and stuff, it just didn't look natural at all.
Yeah.
Because someone gets strangled or something at some point in this trailer. It's
Let's make it bigger and show the world.
Or you will soon.
That does me, always winds me up.
Yeah.
Always winds me up. Look, immersion, everybody.
look what I've done with
Immersion.
Here's
that.
2035.
Yeah.
Please listen. This isn't a dream. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it has any weight.
There's no room for uncertainty. There's no room for doubt. And know this. There's more at stake than just Talos 1.
Yeah, did you see the way he's
Here,
doing
it's
his
even worse.
that bit where he's moving around and just putting
We're
it
all lost.
I had a problem with the fact that nothing looks
To
like
make
it has
this
any
right.
weight. And that always
Someone
annoys
has
me.
to die.
Maybe because of its face.
And nobody can hear you scream. I'll wait. I would have much preferred the Mace Griffin Bounty Hunter version that was originally being made
Dream.
to have been made. Kevin Edgerton.
They're
That's
pretty cool.
pretty fucking sweet, to be honest. That is really, really cool. That's really, really cool. There's a lot of people modding stuff like that, isn't there? I think Liam actually mentions that. Check out Link's Cube stuff. Double Dash, fucking ace. Every time we go around to Liam's house, we play a bit of Double Dash. It's awesome. Orthopedic shoes! The shoes!
Yes!
The shoes! See? I'm not having anybody say that we're slow on show me games. I'm not having it at all. No. Quake Champions, nah. Oh,
Kenny, can I flog some of these wares?
don't buy it if you don't want it. Go on, let's have a look. Let's see what he's got. Let's see. Let's poo-poo some of his purchases. Second Sight, meh,
Munchies are sick of me.
meh, meh,
Hideo.
meh.
Hideo Kojima on Kenny's bed.
Yeah. Meh. Meh. That's pretty good, that one. Yeah. The Avengers one is cool. Meh. Well, I think we should all just comment. I offer you meh. Because Kenny don't watch these, so we're alright.
Oh, we're laughing at it.
Yeah.
You gave it a shit. No. Apart from Dark Souls 2, because that's awesome.
Yeah, it's alright. It's cool.
Yeah.
Graham Daly telling us that, like, having a go that Paul Ashton hasn't spent his own money and played the game and reviewed it rapidly enough.
Yep.
Even though we've only just got a review up for Witcher 3.
Yeah. And Darksiders too.
Moving on.
Yeah.
I thought this was funny.
Yeah.
Mainly for this first one here. I hope it works. Here we go. That was fantastic. Brilliant. That was it. I was it's getting annoying.
It's very loud.
Oh crap. I forgot to link something on the Facebook. Quick, link it now and we can put it on Voice of the People. Won't go down too far. Stuff Driver, which one would you go? I'd go Skyrim.
Jedi.
JD. I want to go JD. I like being a JD. So
that's my wish on about the coins and that for my Nintendo.
Your Nintendo.
Have you ever played? Have you got a my Nintendo account?
Probably.
Basically,
Probably.
I'll just quickly run through it. You get coins by making purchases on the eShop, and you can use them points against discounts on games, or sometimes you get free games. And at the moment, I think it's still on. It might actually finish today. It might be tomorrow. It might be one of the month. I can't really remember. Shitload of really crap games such as Luxor and Mystery Case File.
Oh my!
A quid each.
Oh,
Which is alright, because they used to be a tenner each.
Yeah.
They fall into the bracket of £9.99 to £17.99 purchase. So you get 20 gold coins for each one of them. So I spent about £8.
Fucking hell!
Got 160 points for £8 worth of shit games, which I might play. But basically, you can get Pilot Wings from the SNES for either the Wii U or the new 3DS for 65 gold coins. Or you can get a 40% discount on Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, or a 40% discount on Xenoblade Chronicles.
I'd do the Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah.
I've not played it. I like everything I've seen of it looks really, really nice, even though I'm not really into.
Yeah, it's one of them games that's just so massive, and I don't want to get into it until I know I'm going to have a long time to play it, because it's a difficult one to get into. It's not, you don't just pick it up and go, oh, this is fucking amazing. It takes a lot of time to get into and a lot of practice. And if you don't go back to it, it's like I started playing it, and then I stopped for a little bit, like an hour in. Then I went back to it, and it was like, oh, you have to do some sort of, he's weak to this type of combat. I can't fucking remember how to do it.
No, it does my head when
so it takes a while, but once you get it, it's no doubt amazing. I mean, Adam Heard on here loves it. He spent
he really, really. Didn't he do a review?
Was it? No, that was
Digimon.
Yeah.
It's actually got quite a few views on the website, that Digimon review, actually. Mrs. Ashton said, you know what we need to review on.
She's going about this Dwarves game.
The Dwarves game?
Yeah. She did show it, man. I can't remember anything about it at the moment. But yeah, something about Dwarves.
Well, I'll tell you, Mrs. Pash, a game that you should play with Mr. Pash.
I've already said we should have a do. We were going to have a do
Walking
tonight.
Dead, really, really good. Oh, sorry, but I ruined that.
You ruined it on a date night. Honestly, Walking Dead.
Honestly, Walking Dead, try it, point and click adventure. The first series, brilliant. Just invest in it. Just give it a go. Tell me off if it's been on and I didn't notice. The lightsaber, this is what John was sharing. I need to get my cursor over where the cursor should be. Let's have a look at this. This is DK2. Lightsaber battle. Oh! Okay. Let's have a do at this then. Oh. That's good. Decent walking area. Nice.
Come on, bitches.
I want to play.
Yeah,
I want to play.
I want to play now. Why is it like he's using PlayStation Move controllers?
It fucking does. Sorry people, 1 second. Dwarves is a video game RPG.
The PlayStation Moves?
Yeah, PlayStation Move controllers. Only to see them PlayStation Move controllers. He's using Move controllers because it's PlayStation. Oh, it's PlayStation. Well, it says DK2 in the name of the DK2 Untethered. It looks fucking sweet. Let's have a look.
You ain't gonna get that sort of movement with PlayStation VR.
Sorry, I'm just gonna have to make this bigger so I can read. Using Untethered DK2 on an options track motion capture system, position tracking in a mirrored network over doing gameplay.
Well, this is well over a year old.
Yeah, so DK2 is Oculus. Yeah. The game apparently is done in 200 too. Alright. Where am I? I need to shrink it fast. Wow, it's travelling everywhere. These aren't the droids you're shooting for.
But yeah, that's everyone's dream. Like, you can get if you can just swing about lightsabers and shit, you do that for hours.
Well, I think there's a video on. He's using. There's other vids fighting against humanoids instead of droids. There is a video of a VR system that Industrial Light and Magic were working with, and it is on Tatooine with lightsabers blocking stuff. I'll have a look for that and fire it up.
Do you know what I really like as well? The bulbs on the end of his thing that the same colour as lightsabers.
That is pretty sweet, to be honest. Yeah.
It doesn't make any. It doesn't mean
anything.
No,
but
it's nice.
It's nice, yeah. It's good. I'd play that for hours. That'd be a workout for me. I'd put leg weights on, arm weights on, and just...
Yeah, screw your Wii Fit, Jedi Fit.
I used to put leg weights around my wrist and play Fruit Ninja on Connect.
Yeah.
And yeah, 5 minutes on that, you're fucking tired. Right, I'm going to have to stop this and we will call Voice of the People Duns. Otherwise we'll be here all fucking night and like, you know, you've got a life, you've got a wife, you've got a life and wife. And chilly pops. So let's go to in closing. Can you do the dances?
No, I couldn't possibly.
Come on.
Try and take you a crown.
Come on, look at it. You start off with her.
So
then you move over to Sexy One. Then you move over to T-Hawk. Then you finish with Thor.
No, that's just I can't do that with it.
Is there anything you'd like to tell everybody? Thank you very much for watching. Cheers for commenting. Good sweat marks, yeah. Right, so thanks very much for watching. Thank you very much. If you're watching on YouTube, click like and subscribe. It only takes 2 seconds. Go and join the Facebook group if you're not already a member of the Facebook group. Got all this shit up here. This stuff happens a lot. Loads of it happening. We want to thank everybody who turned up for the Retro Games Night and the Bat Cave. Mr. Ashton was there. He did a little bit of commentary and a little bit of running on the spot for the Olympics. It was fucking warm up there.
It was incredible.
It was warm up there.
And you didn't do any fucking running.
I didn't do any running and I was sweating more than you. And you were partaking in it.
And I was like, walk.
Well, no, you actually had a go. You were doing it and I was just stood there just fucking dripping. Horrible. So thank you very much for everybody who turned up. Get down next month. I was thinking it's King of Fighters 14. Sorry, it's a new game, isn't it? Well, 16, whatever it is. So yeah, see you later, children, and tell everybody in your friends list to join, like, subscribe, and all that shit.
And watch the stream, Marianne. You'll find out.
Yeah. Watch the stream. This is the Peacock of Justice flying away. Bye bye, people.
Toodle bit.